Hi everyone, my name's James Benger, and this is my new book called Rustain Reality. It is available now from Alien Buddha Press. Kind of see their logo right there. Um, I'm really proud of this one. I'm very happy that Red at Alien Buddha took the time to read through this and agree to put it out. It's always it's always a shock to me when a publisher actually wants to put something out that I've done. I really appreciate it, and I don't take for granted how lucky I am. Um, so what I'd like to do today is just read a few poems from this book, Rustain Reality. It's available from Alien Buddha on that website that starts with an A and has those trucks that run around everyone's neighborhood. Or you can get it from my Bandcamp page, and I'll sign it for you. Unless you really don't want me to, and then I won't. So what I'm going to do is just read a few poems out of here to give you kind of a taste of what's going on in this book. This sort of follows the same theme as my last poetry book, or my last solo poetry book. I can't remember which came out first. Called Floating Downstream. So it's a little different than what some people might know my stuff from, because I tend to do the sort of persona narrative things, and this is a little different. So hopefully you like it. And if you don't, then you can just turn this off. Don't send me hate mail. I don't like it. All right, so the first poem in this book is called A Little Longer. A little longer. These are the nights that will ceaselessly remind you of every single misstep you've ever committed to your unsteady footfalls. A less than pleasant assurance that you're never going to get much of anything right on this shifting planet. What with the breeze so rarely at your unsteady back, and life tells you this as you not so slowly melt into yourself. Human butter on the psychotic pastry of a struggling world. And you promise, you swear never again, but tomorrow comes and you trip over your own shoelaces, repeat your grade school self, eternal faceplant. Cry for it, because what else is there to do? Plunge your hands into pockets devoid of all but lint, life's detritus forever stuck under flailing fingernails. Say it, accept it, and maybe you'll sleep. The sun comes up and you're still you, only a little more callous. But perhaps the world weeps for what has been lost. A weak solidarity, but not nothing. So you continue to breathe it in, at least a little longer. All right. Um, so this next one is the title poem, Rustain Reality. The timeless situation, a forlorn foghorn, only nowhere near a drop of water, and the clouds threaten nothing but nothing. Sundown in the shadows, the last of the moment melted away days ago, if we're to be generous. Crows conspire, or maybe that's the wind winding up for something that will most likely lead to nothing. Or that's what we're told. Under the blanket we've pulled over ourselves, willingly closing our eyes, claiming open hearts, but no one's kidding no one, not in this advanced age. We drink weed killer, hoping to mitigate whatever it is growing fuzzy from the inside. The sky seems less blue, but that's just the dirty windows and some untreated cataracts. Milk us over, we've got nothing better to do, or so we say, as everything crumbles, but it probably always was. Nothing, not even bricks, can hold up to the world, not forever. Suck it in, suck it up, move on, because everything else refuses to stop, and when you do, it won't matter. Not much, not to many. But what the hell? Enjoy the heat before it becomes unbearable. Sauna us, boys. We got nothing, or we've got it, and so do you. Something's rotting. Or perhaps it's everything, putrefied with intentions and no small amount of last week's lies, a tailpipe prayer. It's under everything, but no shovels, no pickaxes, no motivation, and forever it'll sit. Last century's conveyance, today's convenience, tomorrow's consequence. This is what they were telling us from the cheap seats. But damn those lights and all that noise, pole start promise and eyes for a cartoon horizon. Crank it up or hush it to a whisper. No one really cares. The dogs will bark anyhow and you'll do nothing, 'cause I'll do nothing. And when there's so much nothing to do. Rust stained reality. Why not? It's how it's always been. Force fed to the generations, anesthetize the innocent, 'cause it hurts too much, and no one can spare the water. Grassroots die from noxious vomit, and sure, it could have been avoided. But where's the rock and roll in that? The corner streetlight won't come on tonight. Yeah, this is kind of a dark book. uh, which I don't think I'm a particularly dark person, but this is what happens. I suppose. Um, I think I'll do one more from this book, and then I'm gonna get out of your way and let you get on with your days. Thank you for listening to me, if you've made it this far. This is another one called Just Before Twilight. It's not another one called Just Before Twilight. It's another one, and it's called Just Before Twilight. I'm really good at public speaking. Can you tell? Just Before Twilight. It was those times when you'd find yourself down by the creek bank, or shuffling the gravel pit, or searching the mounds of newly turned dirt where the housing project was in its formative years of abandonment. Suburban sprawl deemed unsatisfactorily profitable. It was in those times that the world would scream something in vibrant primaries, but mostly in muted grays. The sky always vowing to any moment soon cut herself open and show it all. And you'd shuffle around, sifting the world as you knew it, a lost keychain of a life, bedclothes moldering since the 40s, turning the universe. Sometimes you'd find something. A jagged glass neck of a first run Mountain Dew bottle, or a rusted out no trespassing sign pocked with generations of BB gun target practice, dented with pre adolescent malice. But mostly you'd find dirt and desolation, the ground unwilling to grow a thing, not even backhanded promises. But that was all right, because that was what it had always been, and you felt that like the knowledge had always been there, tugging at the hem of your ripped black t-shirt, whispering condescending apathy into your unclean ear. Everything seemed so important then. Nothing was insignificant, and you never bothered to get the dirt from under your fingernails. Back to dusk, the boards creaked and splintered, and the porch light flickered its last. And that felt right too. Um, yeah, that's where I'll stop. Thank you all for listening to me ramble for a little bit. Again, The book is called Rust Stain Reality. You can get it directly from Alien Buddha Press or directly from me. Um, yeah. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you, Red, for putting out this book. I really appreciate it. It really means the world to me that you've taken the time to do this for me. So thanks, everyone. I'm gonna get out of your way.